Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got the most adorable molds ever, but I'm a little partial. This one is a teddy bear, which is a Bichon Shih Tzu, who looks just like Panda, my dog here. I just love him so much. And then this one is a Morkie, which is a Maltese Yorkie, who I'm gonna make look like this one, Peanut, who's my little mouth from the South. He likes to announce everything, and we're gonna do them today. These are not quite matte molds, I think. Well, this one might be, but I did not care. And I almost did them in the mix to mold, but I wanna see what they look like in resin. So Panda, obviously, black and white, because he looked like a little panda bear when he was just a little baby. Peanut was brown and black like a Yorkie the day I bought him, and his first haircut, he was all gray underneath. Well, silver, I should say. Some people call him blue. I've got this graphite color that I just got in my Happy Mail, so I'm going to mix this just a tiny bit because he's really light silver and I don't have a gray. So I'm going to mix white and graphite together. So I don't know how much they hold. These are really, really squishy molds. Like you could bend them really good to get out. I'm going to mix up 6 ounces. I don't think I need 6. Like these are probably 2 ounces each. And I'm going to use, I better use my epoxy. These are a couple inches deep, so I'll be safe with the epoxy. Let me get that ready. We're all mixed up, so I got 3 for each dog. This one has 3 in it, so I'm gonna do Peanut first because he's a little easier being one color. Let me grab a little spoon. So I'm gonna do mostly white with a little bit of gray, or the graphite is what they call it. He's a really hard one to get. I didn't want to use like silver metallic because he's not metallic, although he probably looked pretty cute like that. Let me get my white first, and then I'll go ahead and, I'm thinking just the tiniest little bit of that color because he is kind of light. I think that's good on the white. Maybe I'll mix up my white for Panda real quick while this stick is already white. So I did 2 ounces for the white on him and 1 ounce for the black because I don't want a ton of black in him. I'm going to try to make him spotty because he is spotty. He's not a marbled dog. So let's see if I could achieve that by just putting a tiny little bit at a time in the mold.
What are you putting in the mold? What?
Oh, you want to see Peanut and Panda made?
I saw a Peanut made today in a trail. It wasn't very nice. Actually, it was kind of crappy.
I'll give you a few links of what happened today on the trail. Well, not that part. That looks good. Okay, so the whites are good. Now let's make the gray, silver, I don't know what you call it. Yeah, I was quite surprised. He was 6 months old when he got his first haircut, and yeah, that wasn't my dog. That was underneath all that brown and black. I was like, what is that? That's not my dog. I couldn't believe that he was all silver underneath there. So he tricked me into buying him with his cute little Yorkie colors. And then he turns into a silver, more Maltese. He has one ear that stays up 100% of the time and one ear that goes down. So he has one ear that has a Yorkie and one ear that's a Maltese. And I think that is so cute on him. A little bit more. That's getting there. It's almost there. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a pretty silver color. I better do a little bit more. Oh, I hope that's not too much. Let me get a tiny scoop at a time. I guess I can always add more white, even pigment paste, but I wanted them the mica shimmer because I'm not sure what these molds look like. I was so excited that they came in the mail. I've been dying. I also have another Yorkie mold, but it's a flat face, and I'm gonna do that another day. Is that good enough? I don't know. I'm gonna do one more scoop and then I'll stop. Once I get these colors right, we will vacuum chamber it. I'm not gonna do any more than that. Whatever it is, it is. I'm very surprised it took that much to get it gray. Probably because of all the white mica powder I just put in there. Well, I can't see my stick, so that's good. Now, let's do the black. And this one is just the black from Let's Resin. Nice hefty scoop. I guess I could use this because it's gray. And I'm not going to split cup this or anything. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of drip it in. I probably should have done a lot less black, but that's all right. Make sure you mix your micas really, really good, or you will see that on your final project that they're not mixed. So as they sit here for a while, just check the tops. I see one tiny little piece there that didn't get mixed in, but that's really not too bad. All right, let's get these bubbles out. All right, are we ready to pour? Yeah, it would have been terrible if I put them in the wrong dog. I'm gonna do a little alcohol to avoid bubbles, and I'm gonna pour slowly. This has a lot of texture for the fur, so I really don't want a whole bunch of bubbles in all that texture. Maybe I'll like run it around and see. I don't know. I could be making more bubbles this way. I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to squish it around as I go. I hope he comes out so cute. I couldn't believe they had these on, I think these were on Temu. I'll find the link for you. I mean, nobody even knows what a teddy bear dog is, and they actually had it listed under teddy bear for Panda. This one is just a terrier because he looks just like a Yorkie, so that'll work just fine. Little bit of that one left, so he did not hold 3 like I thought. He actually held more than I thought. He probably held 2.5. All right, let me move him so I don't spill him. And figure out how to pour good old Panda. I want most of his face to be white. So, yeah. This one I'm not gonna squash around. I'm just gonna pour a little bit at a time. Like I said, I don't want a ton of black, but I do want black. Oops. I was trying to get it down the side. That didn't work too well for me. I hope this doesn't all meld together and turn gray, or I will redo this and I'll put glue in it or something. I do not want a gray dog representing poor Panda. Let's just fill it up with the white. Oh, not enough. Let me see if I could scrape enough out. Otherwise, I'll be using the black. Almost enough. So we'll just top it off. He might be a little more black than real life, I guess. All right, so let me find something to do with these extras. I don't have a ton. You know what? I have this from yesterday. Maybe I will finish filling it with a color on the back. Maybe this silver color wouldn't look too bad. I don't think I have enough, but I'm gonna, well, you know what? I'm gonna mix them together, and what it is. Maybe I can lighten it with a little bit of white. I don't even know if this is gonna be enough. Oops. Oh, I already scraped the white one, that's right. Oh, it stayed pretty silver, good. Let's just hope there's enough in here to cover the whole back. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, look at this. What perfect measurements. So if there's any negative space to see through from the other side, we'll see the silver. Beautiful. Let me get it domed. All right, just a tiny little bit left. I'll throw in a pendant or something. And check out the dogs today on our walk for the next 30 seconds or so. They're so happy. That is their favorite thing in the entire world to do. And if you notice in the videos, Peanut is always has to be first. And he is the one who couldn't walk for an entire year. And now he's so much better and he can walk again. So he walked about 1.5 miles today in the front. So I am so proud of him. They're cured. I'm not hopeful for Panda. They're both gray on the bottom. So I'm already prepared to re-pour this one without unmolding. Here's the extra I poured into a pendant. That was what was left. I got a flat bag bale drying on there. I just put that on there. And then I've poured the back of the coaster that we started yesterday, which you can't really see through much, so that's okay. It was just enough to fill it up. So that is pretty regardless. I'll probably put a top coat on there. These aren't the greatest molds, but probably not today. All right, well, I think I'm gonna start with Peanut because Peanut can't be screwed up much being one color. He's still warm. I hope I don't pop his head off. I just can't wait any longer. It's really, you really shouldn't do this with warm resin pieces, especially with something with a head on it. Come on, don't break off. Okay, oh, he's so cute. Wait till I give him a little face. Oh, look, he's got a collar. That is so cute. Oh, wow, they gave him some big claws. It needs to be trimmed, but adorable. A little bubble in his ear. I'll have to fix that somehow. Or I'll put something on his head. I don't want to make him too girly because he's definitely a boy dog. And he acts like it. Oh, it's so cute. All right, well, oh, this one is gonna be gray too. I'm gonna have to add glue to my resin. Yep. Well, he's a little black and white, but not really what I was going for. But that's a cute little mold, and he's shiny. This one is not, but this one is shiny. Gosh, how am I gonna get a marker down in those eyes? That should be fun. But he's adorable. This one does not have a collar. All right, I'm gonna do this one again. I'm gonna mix up 3 ounces. I am going to... You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to use mica powders because mica powders tend to do that. I'm going to use my pigment paste, black and white. I'm going to mix up a little bit of black, most of it white. We're going to add some Elmer's glue to it to thicken it up. That way it does not meld together. So gosh, a double cure today. I did not want that to happen. Let me grab some resin. Okay, I've got it mixed up. I did like 1 ounce again for the black and 2 for the white. I'm just getting it off my heat mat because my heat mat is off, but it's still warm. So I don't want my resin curing while I'm trying to mix this up. And I'm gonna add the Elmer's glue to make it nice and thick so they can't merge together. I should have done this, but I wanted to try it, and now I know for sure that mica powders will merge together while it's curing. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna do 2 drops. I usually do 1 drop per ounce, fluid ounce. And then I'll do 1 drop in here while I have it out. We'll just have to add the black. And then I'm going to put it through the vacuum chamber. It gets really gluey, and you do have to like slice it when you're pouring it. So I'm gonna have to slice it a few times. But you can still vacuum chamber this. It will still get all the bubbles out. And I'm going to do that if I can get this off my stick. I told you it's really gluey. I don't think that that's gonna make much of a difference because black turns everything black. Just a little squeeze of that. And it's gluey and black at the same time. Perfect. This should be the trick. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna leave the stick in there this time. I made sure I had the right mold because that would be terrible. I'm gonna spray him a little bit. That's why I spray, because I don't like those bubbles like in his ear. And I know in real life that his face is mostly black, but I want to be able to paint the eyes on and see them. So I don't want to do his, let me grab another stick. I don't want to do his face mostly black in here. And I'm just gonna pour and slice. And pour and slice. I don't know, it might look blotchy. And I hope you can see the black. Because if it's not on the edge, it might just be on the inside. This is really messy when you have glue in there. Black, and it shouldn't move. That's my guess anyway. It should stay where I put it. So I guess this is a good way to find out. So you got a big dose of my dogs in video today. A lot of you want to see more of them. So you got a lot more of them today than I ever put in there. So that was a fun video to make because I loved seeing all their pictures too, because I rarely look at their cute little pictures. All right, last bit of black. And then when that fateful day comes, I will have the molds to make memorial pieces for these guys. But I don't even want to talk about that day, because that day is never, ever wanted around here. They just turned 9 years old in November. So I'm hoping they live a very long, long life. All right, well, that's it. I'm gonna dome it, clean up my mess, figure out what to do with the rest of this gluey mess, and let's hope and pray I get a black and white dog. Number 2 is cured, and I messed around with some of the extras. So the extras that I just unmolded from round 2 are this pendant and starfish. I just took the black and the white and mixed them together and threw them in. So I'll make a magnet out of that, put a little bail on there. Loving this mold. This is an Into Resin ripple mold, water ripple mold. I did find the link, so I do have that. I made 2 rubber duckies. I just put in a bunch of my gold flake, and I'm going to paint the beak and the little wings. And then, since I was top coating or putting that, I just made top coat for this. I put crushed crystal in. I took my washi tape with the peacock, put it on there first. So now this one is completely done. So anytime I have a double cure day, I have time to top coat things. So that one is really pretty. You could see the crushed crystal in person, but yeah, I love the peacock. It's hard to see it, but it's there. Really pretty. And then I did finish off the dogs, even though this one is not my panda. I put a little bow tie around his neck. I did get a tiny Sharpie marker in the eyes, the nose, the mouth. And because my panda is a little angel, I put a little halo on his head. So yeah, I don't know that I'm going to keep this one though, because it's not black and white. But if the other one doesn't come out good, definitely mine. And for Peanut, I gave him some silver highlights all over his coat. I gave him a metallic silver collar. I painted his little face. Isn't he so cute? And because of the bubble on his ear, I did trim it off. And then I put a blue butterfly on his ear. And I did trim off those huge things underneath his paws. They looked like gigantic bear claws. So I don't think they were supposed to be there. So I did trim all those off, and I highlighted his toenails. I did his toenails as well, because there were spots for them. So that is Peanut. I'm happy with Peanut. What do you think? Does he look like my dog? I do. I think he's adorable. And now, the unveiling of number 2. This seems to be happening a lot lately on my channel, where I redo everything. Okay, well, he's black and white. It's not blobby like I wanted, but it's much better. I don't know. Is it much better? I need to put some eyes on him. His white is definitely more white, because that's how he is. He's black and he's white. He's not gray. But I think this came out a little bit better than this one, although they're both super cute. Let me grab my Sharpie marker. I just took this really, really thin tipped one, and I went in here and did it really quick. It didn't take long at all. Gives them a little personality. I wish I could get white in. I like to do eyes with white and then the black pupil, but this one is just too small, so I couldn't do that. And then for his nose, I'm just going to color his nose in. He's so adorable. Let me get the sides here. This nose didn't come out as good as the first one. Looks like there's, I don't know, is there any missing? Oh, maybe not. I guess it looks the same. I don't see any bubbles, so I did really well with the vacuum chamber and the glue. And I just put a little bit of black in his mouth. So maybe I will put, I don't know. Oh, his little toenails. So easy to finish these guys off, especially being males. Now, if they were girls, I would be doing a few other things, but I'm not going to do that to them. So I think I'll grab a bow tie for him. Maybe I'll stick something on his head as well. I don't know. Let me see what I have. I've got a little blue bow that I'll put by his neck, and this black and green butterfly on his head. So I think I will do that. Let me grab a little dab of resin. I'm just going to put it on my tray, grab a scribe. I'm going to UV it right through the butterfly. I'm just going to put it on here. Don't worry, I'm not touching the resin. And cure it real quick. Panda has the personality that he would let any kind of anything. He is the sweetest personality. He just loves everybody. Nothing's ever wrong in the world. So he would let anything land on him without any problems. Let's see if I can get this to work on the... I used E6000 on the other one, but maybe I can get this to work on this one. If I have some of the UV sticking out, we'll see. Hopefully it'll stick on there. And that is it for this one. I'm gonna finish off those ducks. You'll see them all finished up in the final pictures. Everything else is finished other than the bail on that pendant. And I'm gonna trim his little feet on the bottom. And that's it. I'm loving this mold. How many can I make for myself? That's still a little bit loose. Maybe I'll drip a tiny drop up underneath. I should have used E6000. What I should do is just take it off and do it right, but I'm gonna try to put some right there, and that might hold it in place. It's not like I'm going to be moving these. I'm just going to set them down at my desk so I can see them with all of my other little critters that I've kept. Yep, it's stuck. Good enough. That's stuck. All right, well, tell me which one is your favorite. I don't have a favorite. I'm not allowed to have a favorite. I'm the mom. All right, guys, stick around for those pictures. Thanks for joining me. If you have not done so, please subscribe, like, share, comment, all those good things. I will see you tomorrow, everyone. Have a blessed day. Bye.